Hi, I'm Stephanie of Love Misunderstood Institute. I am the owner and the founder of Love Misunderstood Institute. I have two children, I have five grandchildren, and this business nonprofit, which is a nonprofit organization that was created to help you search deep within yourself to discover the love that is already in you. This is a teaching assistance program which offers classes, events, webinars, online classes. I do speaking engagements and a number of other educational tools and opportunities that will teach you how to love yourself and to love others the way that you have learned to love yourself. I talk about bullying in the workplace. I talk about bullying in the church. I talk about bullying in relationships, in seniors, and in schools. When I talk about the school bullying, that was not my own personal experience, but it was my son's experience and how we worked through that time together. Me as a parent, how I helped him through that time of being bullied. Unfortunately, he had a classmate at that time that committed suicide as a result of her being bullied at school by the teachers and by the students as well. My story, I had been bullied over 50 years in my life. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know that it was bullying. I had a lot of experiences, and I just thought, man, there's a lot of mean people in this world. And I still think that, but I have a different perspective on it now. I look at it in a different way. Now that I've educated myself and I understand about bullying, now I see it, like I said, from a different perspective. I am able to help other people. I've learned to use my voice, and now I'm learning to teach others how to use their voice and love through their bullying experiences. So I had three bad job experiences in a row. And on that job, that third job, right before I lost that job, I saw a video of a little boy. His mom was videoing him. And in this video, he was expressing his pain, his hurt from being bullied. And he was saying some of the things he was saying is, I don't understand why people have to be mean to you. Why do they have to bully you just because you're different? Um, I, and his pain. And so I saw this video a few different times the week before I lost my job because it was all over in the newspaper, it was all over social media, and in the news. And so I saw this and my heart went out to this little boy. Why, I just hurt for him. And so the next week, I ended up losing this job. And so that was out of the three jobs, I got fired from the first job. The second one, I left because I was told we're creating a job position for you. And that job, never, after 3 months, that job didn't come through. And I was in a position that I didn't want to be in. And so after 3 months, I just said, well, okay, that's not going to happen for me. So then I started this third job. Once I started this third job, I started this job and I was training for a management position. And the owner of the company, I knew, and they were um, helping me so I was confiding in the owner about what I was doing because of our past relationship. Um, And what ended up happening is the week after I saw this video, I got fired. So at this job, I told you that I was training to be a manager. And after a few months, they brought in, I think it was 6 months, they brought in somebody else for another position. And she talked her way into getting to be the supervisor, which is the position that I was training for. So guess who had to train her? I did. It was very hard. She was bullying me. She didn't want me talking to the other coworkers. That was very tough for me because I'm a very friendly person. I love everybody. I love to love everybody. And I always have good relationships with people that I work with. So that was a very hard and difficult situation. So something happened, and the way that I responded to her about what happened, um, I ended up losing my job. And so once I lost that job, I saw that video the next week after I lost my job. And when I saw that video again with the little boy crying out and you know, um, then I realized that's what's been going on with you. And so, not really that I realized, but I had my aha moment. God spoke to me and said, "That's you. That's your experience. That's what you've been experiencing. Now it's time for you to speak up and speak out and to use your voice." And so that's how my journey started with bullying. That's how I was able to recognize what was going on with me and why I was experiencing, some of the things that I'd experienced all my life, not knowing and not being able to make a connection to what was actually happening. And so once that connection was made, then it started my journey, as I said, to start speaking about it. It has been almost 2 years since I've been speaking about bullying. I've been speaking at senior residential homes. I've been speaking at senior centers. I've spoken at high schools. I've spoken in groups at events. So I've spoken to a number of different people. I've spoken about workplace bullying. I've spoken about cyberbullying, senior bullying, school bullying. So I've been able to address some of those places where I've had my bullying experiences. And I've been able to help people. A number of people that I've talked to, even on a radio show that I had. I was host of a radio show, and I had two co-hosts on that show. And on that show, they didn't realize some of the things, some of the different types of bullying. Now I have been able to find 16 different types of bullying. That doesn't mean that's all, but that's how many I have found and how many types that I speak about. So I educate people about bullies, about the warning signs of bullying, the effects of bullying, the types of bullying, and then I empower you to want to make a difference, to want to change, to want to change yourself, and to want to help the bully and not turn your back on the one that's being bullied, because they need help. They might not have the power or that voice to speak out for themselves. But if you help them, then that it just changes everything. I mean, we really have to help each other. We have to help ourselves by using our voice. We have to help others by using our voice to help them when they don't have that ability or that strength to help themselves. So I encourage you to search deep within yourself. Learn more about love and what love really is. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is gentle. It's not jealous. It doesn't brag. It doesn't boast. It looks out for the well-being of others. So I encourage you to learn more about love, learn more about bullying, educate yourself about bullying so that you can help yourself and help others. Now, I want to share with you the purpose of Love Misunderstood Institute is to inspire and empower others, um, and teach them about how love can help uh, supersede and overcome the violence that's going on in the world, that's overtaken the world. And you'll understand that once you understand that love has been misunderstood, and you desire that true and that real love. And then so my mission is to help create healthy relationships in an unhealthy environment. Guys, we need help. We got to help each other. So I encourage you to educate yourself, as I said, to make this world, to be a change agent in this world. I chose to be a change agent. I chose to use my voice. I'm choosing to help others. And so I encourage you to do the same. If you'd like to give donations to Love Misunderstood Institute, this nonprofit organization, the information for the donations, where you can give your donations, will be attached to this to this to this video. Sorry. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you listening to my story. I appreciate all the help that you're able to give, and look forward to webinars. I'll be giving webinars. I'll be teaching and training in online courses. And so I encourage you to uh, join in those online courses, join in on the webinars, schedule a speaking engagement. I promise you, you will be empowered, you will be inspired, and you will be educated once I share the information that I have with you. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care.